Hi guys, welcome to my video. I'm Nikki and I'll be leading us through a nice fall day vinyasa flow. I thought I would take my practice outside since it's such a beautiful day and I don't know how many more of these we will have this year. So just going to soak up some sunshine. Maybe you guys want to do the same. So we are going to start coming into a child's pose. You can come down to your hands and knees. And then bringing either the knees close together or you can take them to the outer edges of the mat. Just folding forward into your child's pose. Letting the forehead come down to the mat and then letting your chest come down heavier with each breath. Begin to deepen your breath here. Really root down into the ground, pressing your palms deep into the mat. Maybe walking your fingertips even further away. And then really connect with your breath here. So staying in your child's pose, begin to breathe deeply, filling up the belly with air. And then your exhale, you'll release all of the air, pulling the navel in towards the spine. So continuing your deep breath like this, also known as bellows breathing. So filling up your belly with air. And then exhale, releasing all of the air, sinking a little bit deeper into your mat. So just settling in, begin to clear your mind, letting go of any thoughts that don't serve you for the next couple moments on your mat. And then we'll come in to our tabletop position. Rearrange your hands so that they're in line with your shoulders, knees are in line with the hips. And then we'll take a shoulder stretch. Let's inhale, reach the right hand up, roll out the wrist, the fingers, the shoulder. Take another inhale, and then exhale, bring the right shoulder down to the ground. The left hand can go out in front, or you can walk it over towards the right. Or if you want to peel it back and open for the bind, really open up the left shoulder. You can press the right shoulder into the mat to help open up even more. And then if you want to play with balance today, you can try to lift the left leg up, keeping it hip distance, hip height. All 5 toes face the mat. You can lower down the left hand for stability, or you can keep the bind, just breathing deeply wherever you are. And then exhale, lower the knee down, hand comes down to the mat. Coming back into our tabletop position, let's spread the fingers wide, and then we're going to send the fingers back towards the knees. So getting a nice stretch through the forearms. Spread the fingers as wide as possible, and then we'll take a couple rounds of cat-cow here. We're going to inhale, lift the chest and the tailbone up towards the sky. Keep the arms as straight as possible. And then exhale, tuck the tailbone down. Bring the chin in towards the chest, puff up through the back of the heart. Now inhale, lift the chest and tailbone up. And exhale, tuck the tailbone under, bring the chin towards the chest into your cat. And one more time, deep inhale, lift the chest and tailbone up. Exhale, lower it down, puff up through the back of the heart. And then inhale, gently come back into your tabletop position, rearranging the hands. And then we'll set up for the left side. Inhale up the left arm, take the stretch, roll out the shoulder, the fingers, the wrist. Take another deep inhale and exhale. Thread the needle, bring the left shoulder down. The right hand can go out in front. You can walk it over towards the left, or you can peel it back, grabbing a hold of the left thigh for the bind. Maybe inhaling up the right leg. All 5 toes face the ground. Continue to peel back that right shoulder. Take one more inhale and exhale. Lower the hand down. Bring the left hand back in line. Now, let's bring the hands a step forward. And we're going to slowly lower down into our bellies. So let's bring the hands out in front. You can tent the fingertips. And then we're going to roll the shoulders back. Inhale, come up into a half cobra. Exhale, lower down. Let's do that again. Inhale, peel back, lift up, half cobra, maybe coming up a little higher. Exhale, lower down. Now bring your hands to either side of the rib cage. Inhale, lift the chest up, coming into your full cobra, arms are straight. And exhale it back into your child's pose. Just take a moment here, really ground down. And deep inhale and exhale. Inhale, flip the toes under, lift the hips up high, come into your first down dog of class. You can pedal it out, take whatever movements feel good. Maybe just bending one knee, send the chest towards the right thigh. You can bend the other knee and then send the chest towards the left. Maybe just coming up high on the toes or flipping the toes under, stretching the tops of the feet. Wherever you are, making sure that the fingers are spread wide and that the hips are going up high towards the sky. It's okay if the heels don't touch the mat, you're just sending the heels down towards the ground. Continue to press your chest towards your thighs. And then we'll inhale up the right leg, taking the stretch. Let's inhale up high on the left toes and exhale, lower the heel down. Now rotate all 5 toes of the right foot down towards the ground. Bend the knee, stack the hips, peeling open. Right hip toe goes on top of the left. If you want to roll out the ankle, you can. Maybe make some circles with the knee, gently opening up the hip. Then straighten the right leg. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale up the left leg. Lift it up as high as it will go to start. Then inhale, come up high on the right toes. Exhale, lower the heel down. Rotate all 5 toes of the left foot down towards the mat. Bend the knee, peel open, stacking the hips. You can roll out the ankle, maybe make some circles with the knee. And then inhaling the leg straight. Exhale, lower it down. Now let's inhale up high on the toes. Gently walk your feet to the top of the mat. And then we'll take ragdoll, heel toe the feet hip width distance apart, or you can measure with your fists to fist length. Bend the knees generously, grab a hold of opposite elbows with your hands, and let your head get really heavy. Rock back and forth, take whatever movements feel good. Gently massaging the neck. You can nod your head yes or no. Continue to feel your belly press against your thighs. Maybe straightening one leg and then the other. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Release the hands down. Let's heel toe the feet together. And then inhale, lift up into your halfway lift. So we want a nice long spine here. Crown of the head reaches forward. Your hands can go on your thighs, your shins, or the floor. Wherever you are, just trying to make a tabletop shape with the spine. So think about pulling the navel in towards the spine. And then from here, we're just going to take a couple small movements. We're going to inhale, lift the chest and the tailbone up, maybe take the gaze up. And then exhale, you're going to curl the spine, puff up through the back of the heart. Then inhale, lift the chest and tailbone up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under, bring the chin in towards the chest. And one more time, inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring the chin towards the chest, tuck the tailbone under. Inhale into a neutral spine. And exhale, lower the hands down to the mat. Let's press into the heels, send a slight micro bend into the knees. Inhale the arms up towards the sky. Let the hands touch. You can take the gaze up. And then exhale, let's swan dive down, hinging at the waist, coming into our forward fold. Inhale, rise up, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down into your forward fold. And again, press into the heels, lift the arms up overhead, fill up the lungs with air. And exhale, swan dive down, hinging at the waist, offering your chest forward into your forward fold. Inhale, rise up halfway. And exhale down, forward fold. And one more time, press into the heels. Inhale, lift up the arms. And exhale, let's swan dive down, hinging at the waist. Coming into your forward fold. Inhale, up, halfway lift. Pull the navel in towards the spine. Exhale, plant the hands. Let's step the right foot back. And then the left. You can lower down onto the knees. And then we'll slowly lower down, keeping the elbows in towards the torso. Inhale, peel back, coming into your cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes under. Press it back. Downward facing dog. Deep cleansing breath in and out. Now let's play with balance. We'll just have a little bit of fun. We're going to inhale up the right leg. And then either bringing the weight towards the left side of the mat. If you want to, you can bring the left hand a little bit closer towards the outside edge of the mat. And then we're going to really pull the navel in towards the spine. So engage your core. And then from here, tense the right fingertips. And we're just going to try to bring that right hand back. So finding some balance, taking your time, just playing around with it, seeing what your body can do today for you, and then lowering down the right hand. Come back into your downward facing dog. You can take a deep cleansing breath in, maybe open the mouth, you can sigh it out. Now we're going to bring the weight into the right side of the mat. Maybe walk that right hand a little bit closer to the edge. Inhale up the left leg. Just take the stretch to start. And then send the weight over towards the right, maybe tenting the left fingertips. You can slowly walk back the left hand, finding your balance, staring at a stationary point on your mat, and then lifting up the left hand. Just playing around with it. Maybe one side's a little bit easier than the other. And then take the hand down, lower down the left foot. Deep breath in, press the hips back and up. And exhale, open the mouth, sigh it out. Now look to the top of the mat. You can bend the knees, hop, step, or float your feet to the top of the mat. And exhale down into your forward fold. Inhale, rise up, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Inhale, let's rise up all the way, press into the heels, reach the hands up overhead, and then we're going to interlace the fingers, bring the index fingers up towards the sky, and then squeeze your head with your arms. So really engage here. Stand up nice and tall, engage the quads, press the hips forward, engaging the glutes, pulling the navel in towards the spine. And we're going to take a deep inhale, and then exhale, bring your hands over to the right. While you do that, send the hips to the left, and then think about rotating the left hip in line with the right, maybe pulling back that left shoulder. So stretching a little bit more, one more inhale, and exhale, come back to center. Take a deep inhale, continue to squeeze, engage your body. And then exhale, lower the hands to the left, send the hips to the right. Then rotate that left hip so it pulls in line with the right. Continue to squeeze the arms on either side of the face. Maybe send the hands a little bit further away. One more inhale and exhale. Come back to center. And then we'll lower down the arms, hinge at the waist into your forward fold. Inhale up, halfway lift. Exhale the hands down, step it back. High to low push-up or lowering down to the knees. Bending the elbows, and then inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift up into your upward facing dog if your thighs are lifted, or cobra if your thighs are down. Exhale it back into downward facing dog. Deep cleansing breath in and out. Now let's inhale up the right leg. Exhale, pull the knee to the nose, and then gently set the right foot down. We're going to lower down onto the left leg to start, and then inhale up into a 90-90 lunge. So we're bringing our hands onto our thighs, tucking the tailbone under, and then feeling a nice opening through the left hip flexor. Take a deep breath in and out. Now let's actively twist. We're going to bring the left hand forward, send the right hand back. So we're twisting towards the right side of our mat. With each inhale, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, twist a little deeper, pulling back that right shoulder even more. One more deep inhale, and exhale, twist. Now let's bring the left hand to the inside of the right foot and reach the right hand up towards the sky. Just opening up the right shoulder, trying to stack the shoulders as best we can. Take another deep inhale, and then exhale. Let's flip the left toes under if that's there for you, and then rise up into your lunge. Breathing deeply. Then exhale, lower the right hand down. We're going to rotate that left foot parallel to the back of the mat. You can come up on the fingertips, and then inhale up the left arm. Stacking the shoulders, taking the stretch. One more deep inhale, and exhale. Reach the left hand over to the top of the mat. Continue to spiral the chest open towards the sky. Take one more deep breath in and out. Inhale, lift it up into your warrior two. Back foot parallel to the back of the mat, front toes facing forward. And then sending your right knee towards the pinky toe, dropping the shoulders away from the ears, and then taking the gaze out past the right fingertips. Inhale, lift the chest up, and exhale. Inhale, flip the palm, reverse your warrior, offer your chest up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in, and exhale. Cartwheel the hands down, frame the right foot, and let's step that back foot up so that it's about 1.5 feet away from the right heel. We'll take pyramid. We'll start by bringing our hands onto our hips and then sending that left hip forward in line with the right. You can have heel to heel alignment, or if you need a little bit of a wider stance, you can send your feet out towards the edges of the mat. From here, lower the hands down, maybe bringing the palms down to the mat, and then we'll inhale, lift up into long arms. Exhale, fold forward. One more time, deep inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Now inhale, press into the right foot, lift the left leg up, standing split. So imagine someone's lifting your heel up towards the sky, all 5 toes facing the mat. If you want to add a little balance challenge, you can bring one hand onto the ankle, or maybe both. So really engaging your foot, engaging your quads. One more deep inhale, and exhale. Lower the hands down, send the left foot back. You can send the right foot back. Maybe keep it lifted, high to low push-up. Inhaling to up dog, and exhale, press it back. Downward facing dog. Deep cleansing breath in. Open the mouth, side out. Now let's inhale up the left leg. Exhale, pull it forward. Gently lower it down. And then we're going to come onto the back knee. Inhaling up into our 90-90 lunge. Making sure that we get rid of that exaggeration of the lower spine. So tucking the tailbone under, maybe pressing the hips forward slightly. And then from here, let's reach the right hand forward, send the left arm back. Actively twisting. With each inhale, lengthen the spine, and with each exhale, pull that left shoulder back even more. One more deep inhale, and exhale, open up. Take one more deep inhale, and then exhale, lower the hands down. We're going to bring the right hand to the inside of the left foot. Inhale up the left arm. So just stacking the shoulders, peeling back the left shoulder, maybe taking the gaze up towards the left fingertips if that feels okay on the neck. And then if it's there for you, tuck the right toes under, lift the right knee, coming into your crescent lunge. Continuing to breathe deeply, feeling the rise and fall of your belly with each inhale and exhale. And then take one more Deep inhale and exhale. Let's lower the left hand down, replace it where the right hand was, and then rotate that back foot so it's parallel to the back of the mat. Inhale up the left hand or right hand. Really peel back the right shoulder, take the gaze up. Maybe use your tricep to gently open up the left hip. Take one more inhale, and then exhale, bring the right hand up and over, reaching towards the top of the mat, spiraling that shoulder open, and then rooting down into your mat with your feet. Inhale, rise up into your warrior two. Going towards a 90-degree angle in that front knee. Peel the shoulders back towards one another. Arms nice and strong. Maybe taking the gaze over the left fingertips. One more inhale and exhale. Now inhale, flip the left palm, reverse your warrior, offer your chest up high towards the sky. Continue to sink into that left knee. Take another deep breath in and out. Now inhale back to warrior two and exhale, cartwheel the hands down, frame the left foot, and then come into your pyramid. So stepping the right foot forward so that you have about 1.5 foot distance between the 2 feet. And then we'll bring our hands onto our hips to start. Lengthen the spine. And then exhale, fold. Bring the hands down to the mat so the palms can come down, or you can tense the fingertips. Then inhale, come up into long arms, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Bring the forehead towards the shin. And again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fill in that space you just created, folding forward. And then one more time, deep inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. Now, inhale, bring the weight into the left foot to lift the right leg up. So again, we're lifting up by the heel. All 5 toes of the right foot are facing down. And if you want to play with balance here, maybe grabbing your ankle with one hand and then the other. Just having some fun with it. Take another deep inhale and exhale. Plant the hands, step it back. You can take your one leg chaturanga, lowering down, or just a regular chaturanga, inhaling upward facing dog. Exhaling to downward facing dog. Deep cleansing breath in and out. Bend the knees, hop, step, or float to the top of the mat. And then come into your forward fold. Inhale, press into the heels, lift the arms up overhead. And then exhale, we're going to bring our hands to heart center. Playing with some more balance. Let's inhale up the right leg. You can maybe straighten it, see how that feels. Press the heel away from you. Take another deep inhale. And then exhale. We're going to send the right ankle over the left thigh. So sinking into our figure 4, really flex through that right foot. Tuck the tailbone under, maybe sink a little bit deeper. Externally rotating the femur bone out to the side. And then if you want, you can deepen this by bringing your hands down to the mat. Just getting a nice hip opener. Continue to stretch through, flex through the right foot. And then maybe coming into a standing position, using your core, bringing your hands back to center, and then gently release the balance. You can shake it out. And then setting up for the other side, let's bring our right foot down, and then send the left knee up. You can maybe give it a hug to start, and then you can straighten it, press the heel away, flex the foot, tuck the tailbone under, and then let's send the left leg over top the right thigh. So flexing through the left ankle, sinking into the hips, tuck the tailbone under, get rid of that arch in the lower spine, sink even deeper, maybe bringing your hands down to the ground, and then just gently open up the hip, maybe bounce a little. Continue to breathe deeply. And then pulling into the core, you can bring your hands back to heart center and gently stand up, releasing the balance. You can shake it out. Let's inhale up the arms. And then exhale, swan dive down, hinge at the waist. Heel toe the feet, hip width distance apart. And then we can grab our big toes with our peace fingers and thumb. Inhale, lift the chest up. And then exhale, bend the knees, elbows out to the side. Pull your head down towards the ground. So relax the shoulders, try to pull them away from the ears. Maybe send the hips up higher. Take a deep belly breath in. And then exhale, release all the air. See if you can fold a little bit deeper. We'll do that again. Deep inhale, fill up the belly with air. Feel your belly press against your thighs. And then exhale, fold even deeper. Inhale, come up into long arms, straighten the legs. And then exhale, let's send it back into your downward facing dog. We'll take another hip opener here. Inhale up the right leg. And then exhale, bring the knee to the wrist and then ankle to the opposite wrist. We'll straighten the left leg behind us. And then take any position where your hips feel like they're in line with one another. So maybe bringing that right heel back closer to the body so that you can bring the hips in line. So just feel with your hands where your hips are at. And then we'll inhale up the arms. And exhale, fold forward, coming into your sleeping pigeon. So going easy with yourself. This might not feel too good. Discomfort is okay. Sensation is good. Pain is not. So if you feel any kind of sharp or stabbing pain, definitely back out of the pose. You can always take reclining pigeon on your back, where I'll show you how that's done. You just lower down onto the back and then cross the left leg or the right leg over top the opposite leg, and then grabbing either your thigh or your shin, gently pull back. So similar to the balancing posture we just did, figure 4, just on our backs. Continue to breathe wherever you are. And then if you're in sleeping pigeon, come up into long arms. We're going to lift the left knee off the mat and then send that right leg back. Open it up into three-legged dog. You can roll out the ankle. Take another deep breath in. And exhale, straighten the leg, lower it down. Inhale up the left leg. And exhale, bring the knee to the wrist, ankle to the opposite wrist, or maybe taking reclining pigeon on your back if that's more comfortable for you. And then from here, we're just going to lift the arms up, making sure our hips are in line with one another. And then exhale, flow the arms down into your pigeon. You can bring the hands on top of one another. You can walk them out in front of you. Maybe you want to cactus the arms, opening up the chest. Take whatever variation resonates with you, whatever feels good for your body today. And then continue to breathe. And then we'll inhale up into our long arms. Lift the right knee off the mat. And then send the left leg back. Opening up, stacking the hips, bending the knee. Peeling open. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, lower the left foot down. Now let's take one more deep inhale. And exhale. And then we're going to jump our feet to the outside edges of our hands. And then from here we're going to set up for crow pose. So I'm going to prompt you into how to get into it. You don't necessarily have to lift your legs off the ground, but I'll just show you how to get into it. So we're in Malasana, Buddha squat, and you want to lower your hands down to the mat about shoulder width apart so that you're in line with the shoulders. That's a good distance for this arm balance. And then from there, bend the knees. Try to get the knees really high up on the triceps. So the higher up to the armpits, the easier it might be for you. And then from here, come up high on the toes, send the hips up high, and then we're creating a little ledge with the tricep. So pressing into the palms really hard. We're going to lift one leg up, and then maybe bring the other one up, finding some float, really pressing the palms into the mat, and then most importantly, keeping your gaze in front of you. If you're working on crow, a lot of the times people will look down, and then when you look down, you kind of lose your balance and fall. So it's easier if you look out, and that will keep you up and in flight. So just playing around with your crow, finding that sweet spot. Sometimes it's easier for people to come onto the outside edges of the triceps and then press in like that. I think it's a little bit harder, but sometimes people have some pain from their triceps, from knees rubbing on the triceps. So you can play around with it. The main things I think are just finding confidence that your body has got you. And you can also put a pillow in front of your face if you're worried about face planting. So that's a really good trick when you're learning these new kinds of poses that sometimes are a little bit intimidating or scary. So when you're done playing around with your crow, we're going to find our way onto our backs. And then we'll just take a little back bend. So we're going to bring the heels in towards the glutes, grabbing a hold of your ankles with your fingertips or your heels. We're going to inhale, lift up into your bridge. So your feet should be hip-width distance apart. We're lifting up the hips towards the sky by pressing our shoulders down into the mat. Make sure you're engaging your legs, your glutes to help lift you up even higher. Take another deep breath in. And then exhale, lower the knees down, lower the hips down, let the knees fall in towards one another. Maybe walk the feet towards the edges of the mat. Just take a moment here. Maybe bring your hand onto your belly so you can feel your breath. Maybe you can feel your heart rate in your belly. And then we'll do another round of back bend. So let's walk the feet hip-width distance apart. If wheel is part of your practice and you're a seasoned yogi, you can take wheel. Otherwise, we're just going to take another bridge pose. So making sure the heels are as close to the body as possible. Maybe grabbing a hold of the ankles with the fingers. We're going to inhale, lift the hips up. Continue to press evenly into the feet, especially the inside arches of the feet. And then we're going to interlace the fingers, come up even higher on the shoulders. Try to get your palms to touch. It's okay if they don't. We're just trying to. And then engaging the legs and the glutes. Lift the hips up another inch. Take a deep inhale. See if you can come up even higher. And then exhale. Lower the hips down. Let the knees fall in towards one another. Maybe bring your hand back on your belly. Maybe one hand on your heart. Breathing here. Feeling the rise and fall of your breath. And feel your heart rate as it slows down. Let's take the knees in towards the chest. Just interlace the fingers around the tops of the knees and gently pull back. Tuck the chin under, feel the length of your spine press down, maybe rock left and right. And then we'll take a quad stretch. We're going to bring the left leg, bend the knee, and then keep the shin parallel to the mat. And then we're going to cross that right leg underneath the left and grab a hold of our right ankle or foot with the left hand. Go ahead and lower the right knee down towards the ground. It doesn't have to touch. And then we're just going to gently bring the right hand to the top of the left knee and gently pull it back towards you. So you should feel a nice opening through the top of the right leg. You can engage your glute or your hamstrings to help open up the quad even more. Breathing deeply into this stretch. One more deep inhale and exhale. Now let's send the sole of the right foot down to the ground. Cross the left knee over top the right, and then we're going to send the hips over to the left, drop the knees to the right. You can cactus the left arm and really press that left shoulder down into the ground. turning your head towards the left, breathing deeply, fill up the belly with air, and then exhale, try to press your knees closer to the ground. Take another deep breath in, and exhale, press the left shoulder closer to the mat. One more deep inhale, and exhale. Now inhale the knees back to center. We'll rearrange the legs, and then this time bringing the right foot parallel, bending the right knee, and then bringing the shin parallel to the ground. Let's send the left foot over to the right, grabbing a hold with the right hand, and then dropping that left knee down towards the mat. You can engage the quad by, stretch the quad by engaging the hamstrings and the glute on the left side, so just feeling the opening, maybe gently pulling back the right knee towards the center of your body, and then just trying to relax, feeling the opening through the left quad. Take one more deep inhale and exhale. Now let's bring the left foot down onto the mat. We're going to cross the right leg over and then send the hips over to the right, drop the knees to the left. So you want to cactus the right arm or take it out to a T, and then from here take the gaze over towards the right hand. Really press that right shoulder down. Take a deep belly breath in and out. See if the knees can come closer to the ground. Another breath in, fill up the belly with air, and then exhale, press the right shoulder even more into the mat. Take one more deep breath in, and exhale, release. We're going to send the knees back to center. You can rearrange your hips so they're in the center of your mat. And then let's bring our knees up towards the chest. We're going to cross the arms over top the shins, grabbing a hold of our opposite elbows if that's there for us. If not, you can grab a hold of the forearms or wrist. We're just trying to create compression in the hip creases. So really pull those knees back towards you. Feel your hip creases as they press against your belly. And then think about tucking the chin under towards the chest, maybe noticing how you feel more of your spine pressing into the mat. Take another inhale, and exhale, release. And then inhale, let's bring the forehead towards the knees, curl up into a little ball. See if you can touch. Take one more deep inhale. And then exhale, open up into your Shavasana, letting everything get really heavy. Reaching the feet out in front of you, and then maybe rolling the shoulders underneath of you, palms facing up. You can always take reclining butterfly, bringing the soles of the feet together, letting the knees open, or resting bridge, walking the feet towards the edges of the mat and letting the knees fall in towards one another. So choosing your position for Shavasana, and then allow yourself these next couple moments to really seal in your practice. This is where the magic happens. This is complete time for ourselves to let go of what we need to do later, letting go of things that bother us, letting go of conversations that we've had that we can't stop thinking about. Just let all of that go. You can focus on your body, the sensations through your body, maybe doing a little mental body scan. You can continue to focus on your breath, just really examining your inhales and exhales, almost acting as a third-party observer to your body. If that doesn't resonate with you, you can practice gratitude. Just feeling proud of yourself for choosing to take the time for your practice. Gratitude for the yoga practice. Or gratitude for anything that you're thankful for. Allow your body to get heavier with each exhale. Noticing where your body is connected to your mat. Just relaxing more than welcome to stay here as long as you like. Or you can begin to bring some small movements to your body, maybe wiggling the fingers and the toes, rolling out the wrists and the ankles. And then we'll take a full body stretch like we do first thing in the morning, reaching the arms up overhead, maybe pointing and flexing the feet, just pulling back into ourselves. And then from here, bring the knees in back towards the chest. We'll bring the hands behind the thighs and then gently rock up into a seated position. You can cross the legs, and then we'll seal practice by bringing our hands to heart center, bowing the heads, closing your eyes. Namaste. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you feel better than you did before the class. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to shoot them over to me, and I will do my best to answer them. I hope that you guys have also enjoyed this beautiful fall weather, and I hope to see you soon. Namaste.